Hey guys, AC here. Great to be back. It's been about a couple of weeks since I've done a fragrance review. I've got a beautiful fragrance for you guys. It's called Eau de Beau by a French niche company called L'Occitane. This is an EDP version. I'm sorry, it's an EDT version, 100 ml. Now, L'Occitane are a French sort of niche house, but their prices are not niche, and they have done many fragrances. Some of the fragrances are truly beautiful. This one is another one of them. So I've got a dry down on my left hand, and we can start with a fresh spray. The atomizer is absolutely wonderful, huge burst of juice, and the very first thing you will realize is this fragrance uh, uses spices beautifully, guys. If you don't like spices, that's another thing, but if you like spicy fragrances, this refreshing burst of lemony red pepper or pink pepper with cardamom that hits you. And the cardamom is not like the cardamom you'll find in La Nuit alone. This is using cardamom essential oil, so it's very herbaceous, aromatic, and warm. Yeah, the whole idea of using beautiful cardamom note here is to provide you with that warmth. Cardamom, I do not know if you've tasted in tea or food, has very nice aromatic warmth feeling about it. That's how the fragrance opens up. Yeah, pepper, spices. Sometimes, depending on the temperature outside, you will also notice a huge dose of nutmeg, but it's not evident all the time. But when you notice it, you will notice it. I don't think nutmeg has been mentioned in the note pyramid. The note pyramid seems to be varying. Depends on where you go for the source. For example, if you go to base notes, the note pyramid is different. If you go to fragrantica, the note pyramid is different. So what I get is basically pepper and cardamom initially, and then there's a lemony quality to it, and then the nutmeg comes through, and there is very noticeable note of tobacco. Yeah, but tobacco again is not listed, but it's quite noticeable. You'll get it, but it doesn't stick around for long, right? That's the beginning of the fragrance, and I like the beginning because it's very invigorating, spicy. It's like an aftershave quality, and it doesn't surprise me because L'Occitane produces a lot of wet shaving products for men. So this has got this the freshness and the sort of spunkiness of aftershave. If you see what I mean, that's the beginning. Yeah. Love this opening. It's beautiful. The middle is when the spiciness goes slightly to the background, and what comes to the fore is a nice mix of incense, yeah, and the woody aromaticness of cypress. Those are the two things. You hit the middle in about 30 minutes time, yeah, and after that the fragrance actually doesn't change much. The cypress and the incense are joined with a very nice note of vanilla, but the vanilla is very festive. It's not like a dessert vanilla, it's very aromatic, woody type vanilla, quite festive. This fragrance makes you feel as if you're near Christmas. And slight sweetness of tonka bean, that's the base. So the base of the fragrance, you will find the base and the heart mixed together with the beginning in about 30 minutes time. After that, it's a linear fragrance. The base of the fragrance is mostly slight hint of sort of sweetness, but it then never becomes a gourmand. It's absolutely stays away from a gourmand, but it's slight hint of sweetness with tonka bean, very fragrant, beautiful, woody vanilla, combined with incense and spices, which sit in the background, and the tobacco is gone, almost gone. This is about 45 minutes to 1 hour dry down. Oh, it's beautiful fragrance, guys. And the opening, spectacular. Now, vanilla, incense, and spices are a beautiful combination for autumn. Yeah? And some of the great fragrances I can remember, one which I really like is by Eau Duel. It's by the Teak. It's called Eau Duel. It uses that incense and vanilla combination beautifully. The other one is just escapes me now. Byretto's Gypsy Water. That one uses the vanilla incense combination a bit. The fragrance just, the moment you apply this fragrance, you will know that this is an autumn fragrance. Yeah. So this fragrance also reminds me of another fragrance which I did a review of, Bella Notte by Cerruti 1881. I did an exclusive review. I'm very proud of doing that one. This is a great fragrance as well, but it's got more woodiness to it and gets more darker. This one remains warm, spicy, and bright throughout the life cycle. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, guys. Eau de Beau, fantastic fragrance. So let's do the pros and cons as I've been doing. So composition wise, the composition, this is like a beautiful symphony. Yeah, everything is well balanced, nicely created, and they not only use good quality ingredients, they have also done a composition which is of very high quality. Nothing is out of sync, or nothing is screaming out loud. Yeah, very good composition. The second pro would be that this is quite a refined sort of a fragrance. Yeah, this is not going to be a fragrance that would go well with a 20-year-old. Yeah, if you have a great mature personality and if you dress up, this can be a fantastic company to that dress code. So this has got some kind of an mature ambiance to it. Yeah, sophisticated elegance. It doesn't shout out. Yeah, and the third pro would be that beautiful vanilla incense art, if you like. You know, it's an art. This fragrance is a work of art. I don't think you will get a lot of compliments wearing this. Yeah, because it's very spicy. Some women don't like spicy fragrances. Some women have smelled this on me and say this smells like a Play-Doh. Yeah, so those are the words that might put you off. But I'm telling you one thing. If you're looking for compliments, there are other scents which will get you those compliments in autumn. If you want to wear something which is artistic, beautiful composition, this is it. So the cons. I think this is a fairly linear scent after about half an hour. The opening is just beautiful, and then it goes into that middle phase in the base I described, and it remains like that. So if you're looking for a fragrance that develops too much, I don't think this is going to develop. In terms of another con, I would say is this fragrance is not a compliment monster. You wouldn't get huge amounts of compliments, right? This is a spicy fragrance with a woody, aromatic heart and base. You might get a compliment, you might not. So, but I don't see this fragrance as being a compliment magnet. So those are the two cons. In terms of comparisons, I think people have compared this to Tobacco Vanille. The tobacco note doesn't last long. There's vanilla in there. I personally think the comparisons, well, I'll make a video on that. Yeah, I'll do a head-to-head comparison. Now, in terms of value for money, I think it's a great value for money. You can get this bottle for under £40. Yeah, the kind of fragrance you're getting, the creativity, the composition, the quality, it is beautiful. In terms of performance, I would say this lasts anywhere between 8 and 10 hours. That's the longevity of the fragrance. Yeah, pretty good, pretty solid. I go 4 sprays under my shirt, last me all work day. In terms of projection, I think it's about an arm's length to 2 arms length of the first half an hour, then starts getting closer to your skin. After about 4 hours, this becomes very close to your skin. It's about half an arm's length. Yeah, if you put it on your shirt, it smells beautiful and people will smell it. So decent sillage, decent projection, I would say, moderate to decent. In terms of sillage, if I put it under my shirt, I can smell this all day. I just have to move and I can smell it. So that also talks about the high quality of the ingredients. In terms of occasions, I think it's quite a versatile fragrance. That's one of the big pros as well. I want this to work. It goes beautifully on a sunny autumn cold day. When you walk, after you get off the train, it just smells beautiful. The nutmeg, the cardamom, that gives it that warm feeling to it, as if something warm is wrapped around you. So daytime wear, autumn, perfect. Evening time wear, not a problem. This will go in evening time. Slightly dress up scent. I don't think this will go very well casually, but it can. Depends on your company, depends on your personality and style. You can't be too prescriptive. So I think I've covered all aspects of this fragrance. In terms of rating this fragrance, I have no hesitation in giving it 8 out of 10. It's a great composition. It's a very manly, spicy scent. Goes well work environments on person roughly above the age of 25 to 30, I would say. It's a grown-up scent. So hopefully you like the review, and if you do give it a like. See you again. AC signing off. Bye bye.